Ladies and gentlemen, retailers all across the country are reporting much smaller Black Friday crowds. And shoppers are just not out here like they were even 2 years ago. So, why Black Friday shoppers aren't finding doorbuster deals this year? And many of them are just not out here spending money because their living expenses have gone up so astronomically, you know? So, America. Now, they're not saying there were no crowds anywhere, but for the most part, a lot of retailers are saying they did not see big crowds. Some retailers are even reporting they had no lines. When people went in there, they really didn't have to wait in lines at all. So that says a lot about how things have changed. So Black Friday is back, but look like the people are not there. Millions of Americans were expected to visit brick and mortar stores on Black Friday after Thanksgiving. And oh, they said this was a reversal of the past 2 years where people largely stayed home or did shopping online this year. Many households are really stuck with structured budgets, because of high gas prices, high groceries, um, and rent has gone up astronomically for many people across the country. And many of them say they just don't have the extra money to be out here spending. Early signs pointed to more muted activities last year. People spent $5.3 billion online on Thanksgiving Day. So that was up 2.9% from the holiday year before, according to Adobe Analytics, which tracks spending on websites. And they said the Black Friday activity itself was between 9 billion and 9.2 billion, up 1% from the year before. So, look like more people took to being online opposed to being out on the street. At the store, they said about a half a dozen employees clustered near the front entrance to greet people. And they said there were registers that were completely free of lines at retail stores. And they had done, heavy marketing and advertising throughout the store. You know how they have the signs, oh, 50% off, 75% off. You know how they do that. And they said that, the last time they saw a real normal Black Friday had to be several years ago. Yeah, it's certainly not even at 2019 levels, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Many retailers started dangling big discount signs as far back as October so that they could unload excess inventory due to supply chain bottlenecks that have somewhat eased, but bargains were not enough to tempt shoppers because of concerns about inflation and the economy continues to mound. Mhm. So Macy's Inc., Kohl's, and other chains, they said it was even slow back in October and November, early part of November, that they saw people that would normally come in there and start Christmas shopping, that it was just not, the people were just not coming in like before. And yeah, there's always been people that started Christmas shopping even back when I was out there. I would work with some people and they would start in October, November, just to try to get all of it out of the way. But they said they saw fewer people even coming in to shop in October and November. So a lot of retailers were saying that business was actually slow in those months as people delayed holiday purchases. Although the business in some weeks, they said, picked up a little, but also the cold weather in the Northeast in other part of the country also caused, delays in people going out and shopping. Okay, so on Wednesday, the University of Michigan released its November Consumer Sentiment Index. It fell 5.2% compared with October, which was down 15.7% compared to November of 2021, along with ongoing impacts of inflation. Consumer attitudes have also been weighted down by rising borrowing costs, declining asset values, and weakened labor market expectations. Mm-mm-mm. So, doorbusters scared people away, said Marshall Cohens, a chief industry advisor of market research. And this is in New York. They don't want to fight the crowds. They don't want to get up at 4 a.m. Walmart Inc., Target Corp., Best Buy, and Macy's were among the chains that stopped doing doorbusters during the pandemic, and they had to limit the number of people in stores due to health reasons. They have switched to promotions that run for longer periods of time, sometimes all day or even a week. Wow. They're showing a picture of Toys R Us on Black Friday. Wow. Early morning, and it's hardly nobody in there. Everything on sale has already been up online all week. So, mm, steel barricades that contained lines outside of the store were roughly Best Buys. In one location said they had the steel barricades up because it used to be so many people showing up early in the morning on Black Friday. They said they had about 20 people in line. That was it. And normally they would have hundreds and hundreds of people show up early in the morning and the lines would be wrapping around the building. But this year they had 20 people. That was it. So Target has been dropping deals every Sunday since October, including Black Friday deals available this week. Walmart also offered Black Friday deals for days starting on November 7th. Best Buy's Black Friday sales started November 20th. Macy's started offering early access deals on November 7th. And with its entire Black Friday promotions available from November 20th through the 26th. We're getting complaints from customers who were coming in only to find items they wanted sold out. People want to shop when they want to shop. They don't necessarily want to come during the early morning window. Uh-huh. Black Friday advertisements that used to be doorbusters have been running about half the level of 2021, according to news.com, with comparison shopping on websites. For instance, Target was offering 40% off of boots and coats, $60 off of Beats Studio earbuds from November 24th to the 26th. Walmart is discounting Chefman espresso machines by $40 Friday. So they're offering all of this stuff, and the people still did not come in to shop. Inflation is still near a 4-decade high. Ms. Faria, a substitute teacher, said she needs discounts to afford Christmas presents this year as the rising cost of groceries stretches her budget. At this point, we've got to save everything we've got, but we still want to make Christmas warm and fun. So wow, they're showing a Walmart and there's a bunch of empty car spaces in the lot on Black Friday early in the morning. So, not all retailers have forego the doorbusters. Walmart.com is offering doorbusters as part of a 48-hour Black Friday sale, which starts Thursday morning, including children's pajamas for $10, ski gear as low as $15. The first 200 people that enter cold stores, um, they opened at 5 a.m. on Friday, had a chance of winning prizes. J.C. Penney's was bringing back doorbuster coupons after a 2-year hiatus. So they opened at 5 a.m. Black Friday, and normally they would see the big crowds, and they didn't see them. All right. So, I think people are going to shop, ladies and gentlemen, but this year will probably be a much bigger retail sales will occur online. That's what I think. But I don't think people are not going to shop at all. But you get better deals sometimes online. You can also find items online that are not in retail stores. And the best part is they will bring it right to your door, opposed to you carrying a bunch of stuff and driving and going from place to place, and you see what the gas prices are like. A lot of people, I was even reading locally. There was a woman and she was a single mother with 2 children, and she said she had to reserve her gas for work. She didn't have the money to be driving all over the place for gifts. She barely had enough to get back and forth to work. And yeah, I can see that being a case, especially if you don't have the best paying job out here, which many people don't. So I'm sure they're probably really concerned. But, like I said, I'm sure there were still locations around the country that had crowds, but there are just a lot of retailers that said this Black Friday, they just did not see it like they did in previous years. So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this. I mean, this is crazy, but it's the sign of the times. You know, I guess people are not what they call having the Christmas spirit this year, or the Christmas spirit is delayed this year. And locally, they also showed the Mall of America, American Dreams, that's here in New Jersey. Man, when they showed that thing, at 7 AM, it looked practically empty. It looked empty. They showed some of the shots, locally. Like, wow, boy, I never thought I would see stuff like this. Usually Americans be running out there losing their minds on buying all this stuff. And now, I mean, even when you look at this shot of these two women walking out of a store on Black Friday, you don't even see crowds of people behind them, that you may still see in the store shopping. You don't even see that. And they had also a shot of New York City on Black Friday early in the morning, and the streets look real sparse. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.